Hey there, YouTube. What's good? Another car commute. Afternoon commute this time, but still get your coffee. Iced coffee today. Getting pretty warm out there. That big snowstorm we had the other week, we had a whole weekend warm up of 50s and 60s, and away went the snow just like that. So got a new printer the other day. New printer. I got a couple new products, but I got a new printer. I love toner printers. I think inkjet printers and ink in general it pisses me off so much. It's such a waste. It's bad for the environment. It's hard to get rid of. It's just outrageously expensive. And the printers that print using ink are so effing garbage that you gotta buy a new printer every couple of years. I understand the thought process behind that. The printers are cheap. You can get a printer for less than $100, an inkjet printer. But it's a cheap piece of shit that'll print, 1 page a minute or 2 pages a minute. And, it might print full color prints, but it's slow. And the printer's, not a high quality build, but they sell the printers very cheap so that they don't make money on the printer, they make money on the ink. Before I run into this guy right here. So I have, for my entire life, have used toner printers. They are a little bit more expensive. The printer that I got was $600. I got it for a little bit cheaper than that, but it retailed for $600. And everybody tells me, oh, well, toner's expensive. I mean, toner's $100, $200 a drum, where my little cartridges are only, 20, 30 bucks a piece. Yeah, well, my $100 toner cartridge, and they're really not $100. I've never paid $100 for a toner cartridge, unless you really buy OEM. And there's no real need to buy OEM. You can buy, whatever brand toner cartridge that'll fit your printer for, a tenth of that cost. For example, the new printer that I got, it had a used cartridge in it. It only had, 50% of the cartridge left, and that's fine. That's still 6,000 pages. But if I want to get a replacement cartridge, it's only $31. And that cartridge is a 10 to 12,000 print cartridge. And that's more than you'll get out of any inkjet printer. You'll probably not even print 10,000 pages on an inkjet printer before that printer actually dies. So that's just my little rant about printers. So I got one of those in the mail. I may or may not do a review on that. It's very, very big. It's a Dell 2335DN MFP, multifunction printer. It does copying, duplexing, double-sided printing. It'll fold it for you if you want to make a pamphlet. It's got fax. Whoever uses fax, first of all, if you use fax still, shame on you. I know a lot of the medical industry still does, but shame on you if you still use fax. It's such an obsolete technology. But it does fax anyway. It's got just so many features, and I probably won't use half of them. But it's very huge. It took I couldn't even fit it in my trunk. Now I got a small coupe, but I couldn't even fit it in my trunk. I had to put it on shotgun over here the other day. That's why I didn't shoot a video in the afternoon the other day, because I knew I was going to be taking that thing home, and you'd probably be able to see it over here. But that thing was awesome. I spent all yesterday trying to get that thing set up, and that thing is sweet. What else? Not too much going on in the news. A lot of people are still talking about the Samsung release. Got the new Galaxy devices, the 7 series, so the Galaxy S7 and the Galaxy S7 Edge. I think the Edge is really stupid. But, it's another gimmick to get you to buy a phone. And then I did not, however, see the Galaxy S7 Active. They don't really have their active phones that have, hard buttons on them. And it's, completely waterproof. And I just drove by a skunk. Oh, God, that smells horrible. Hate skunk smell. Oh, fucking hell, that's horrible. Ugh. Nasty. Anyway, I hope you guys had a good Tuesday. Not too much else to talk about. I can't really think of anything. Oh, a little bit in a piece of local news here in Ohio. Not too far the other day, it was screwing up my commute a little bit when I was coming home. There was a 10-car accident in between Cleveland and Akron, Ohio. And I live somewhere in between there. I heard the 10-car pileup was caused, and one person died. This couple was arguing in the car, and the argument apparently got so bad that she, at highway speed, opened the door and jumped out of the car onto the highway, or I don't know, probably didn't get pushed or anything. It said she got out on her own accord. Got out of the car while it was doing highway speeds. Didn't end up good for her, and wound up causing a 10-car accident. So that was interesting the other day. But other than that, really no tech news, nothing that I can speak of. It's been pretty quiet. Yeah, very quiet. No real new product releases. I mean, CES is over. We're starting to get into the summer months where, you know, Google and Apple will debut all of their products, but really not anything going on currently. I'm trying to think of what events are coming up, but there's really, I mean, it's a really quiet time of year right now for the tech industry. If there's anything that I've missed or anything that you guys want to hear about, maybe not tech related, or, you know, if you guys have questions for me, you know, I'll do another accident over here. I'll do a Q&A. You know, if you guys comment questions and other things like that, or topics you want to talk about, I'll do a little bit of research. I normally do research, you know, at night or as I'm going through the news for topics for the next day. So if you've made it this far in the video, good, thanks for hanging around. You know, leave me a question or a comment or something like that, or a question you have for me. It could be anything about me, like what's my favorite color? It's blue. Or, you know, what kind of car do I drive? Or what kind of sunglasses are these? You know, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to liven up some of the conversation. I rely on some of you guys to help me with that conversation, because on weeks like these, when there's not too much going on, you know, I am editing some videos, there is some content that's coming up, but really not too much tech related news happening. I kind of rely on you guys to help drive that conversation a little bit. So I hope you had a good Tuesday. This week's kind of going by not too bad so far, not too bad. So we'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks for hanging around.